The aftermath of Korah's rebellion led immediately to the budding staff event. The rebellion involved Korah, a Levite, along with Dathan and Abiram, leaders from Reuben, gathering 250 elders to publicly challenge the political leadership of Moses and the priestly authority of Aaron. They questioned, "Why then do you exalt yourselves above the assembly of the Lord?" God intervened fearfully. The ground opened up and swallowed Korah and his family along with his followers, and fire from the Lord consumed the 250 men who offered incense. Despite the clear and terrifying judgment, the people remained unsubdued. Instead of repenting, they again grumbled and accused Moses and Aaron of having killed the Lord's people. This demonstrated that deep-seated hardness of heart and skepticism persisted. Their doubt and challenge to authority focused on two main points: Moses, the role of mediator, lawgiver. Why is it only Moses who speaks directly with God and leads us? Aaron, the role of high priest. Why is it only the tribe of Levi, and specifically the house of Aaron, who was granted the privilege to serve in the tent of meeting and offer incense? We are also holy. Although this dissatisfaction outwardly appeared to be against Moses and Aaron, the true nature of the challenge was against God's authority. By doubting Aaron, the Israelites were directly opposing the choice and organization of the priesthood established by God Himself. They rejected the holy hierarchy He had set up to maintain holiness among the people. Risk of the collapse of holy order. If Aaron's authority were rejected, the sacrificial system, the only legitimate way for the people to approach God, would collapse, leading to religious chaos and even further judgment. It was due to this severe context, unending hardened hearts, continuous grumbling, and the risk of undermining the holy order, that God had to perform a decisive and extraordinary act to permanently end all doubt: the miracle of the budding staff. The action of God and Moses. To permanently end the doubt and grumbling of the Israelites regarding Aaron's role as high priest, the Lord issued a specific test command through Moses. This command was designed to create irrefutable proof originating from His own power. God commanded Moses to collect representative items from each tribe. 1 staff per tribe. Moses was instructed to take 12 staffs from the chieftains of the 12 tribes of Israel, not counting the tribe of Levi in the usual division, but Aaron's staff would represent the tribe of Levi. The staff, or rod, was not just a support but also a symbol of the power and authority of a shepherd, ruler, or patriarch. By requiring the patriarchs to surrender their staffs, God was asking them to submit the evidence of their leadership for Him to judge. Precision in identifying the object was crucial in this test. The name of the chieftain of each tribe had to be clearly inscribed on the staff of his tribe. This ensured that each staff was publicly and clearly identified. Aaron's staff. Although Levi was Aaron's tribe, God clearly specified, "You shall write Aaron's name on the staff of the tribe of Levi." Aaron represented the entire tribe of Levi in this test of priestly authority, emphasizing his unique and chosen role. A total of 12 staffs were collected, 1 staff for each tribe, counting Aaron's tribe of Levi as one, and Joseph was represented by his 2 sons, Ephraim and Manasseh, as per tradition. The location for the miracle was extremely important. The 12 staffs were placed before the Ark of the Covenant, before the testimony, in the tent of meeting, tabernacle. This was the most holy place, the location where God had promised to meet and speak to Moses. Placing the staffs there affirmed that God is the supreme judge. He would personally choose and confirm the one authorized to serve Him. The miracle would occur in a sacred and public place, ruling out any possibility of human deception or arrangement, ensuring the result was entirely divine and absolute. The purpose of this action was to present a supernatural evidence that would extinguish all grumbling and challenge to the priestly leadership in the hearts of the Israelites. The budding staff. This event was the climax of the test of leadership that God had arranged. All the staffs representing the 12 tribes were placed before the Ark of the Covenant in the tent of meeting overnight. The next day, according to God's command, Moses entered the tent of meeting to inspect the staffs. The inspection was carried out publicly in the presence of Moses, the mediator between God and the people, ensuring that there was no deception in the process. These 12 staffs were initially dry, dead wood, cut branches, incapable of natural growth. Life from the dead staff. When Moses inspected them, only one staff showed supernatural life. The staffs of the other 11 tribes remained dry and dead, without any change. Aaron's staff, tribe of Levi, had undergone a complete process of growth in one night. Aaron's staff of the tribe of Levi did not merely bud, but experienced 3 stages of growth simultaneously: budding, sprouting, the appearance of young shoots, leaf buds, the first sign of life. Blossoming, flowering, clusters of flowers bloomed. Bearing fruit, almonds, it had ripened and produced almonds. This was an immediate and complete miracle, surpassing all natural and biological laws. The dead staff not only came back to life but completed the entire growth cycle within a few hours. The miracle of the budding staff carried decisive significance, serving as the clearest proof of God's choice. The miracle was God's final verdict, showing that he had chosen Aaron and his descendants to hold the office of high priest permanently. The priesthood was revived and confirmed. This evidence was completely beyond dispute or suspicion of human arrangement, because it occurred in the most holy place with a dry, dead material. The dead staff symbolized the people's doubt and challenge against Aaron. The budding and bearing fruit symbolized the power to create life and God's approval of Aaron's priestly office. This office was one that bears fruit because it was chosen by God. The purpose of this miracle was to put an end to all grumbling. The Lord said, "I will put an end to the complaints of the Israelites against you." After seeing this evidence, the people were filled with great fear. The budding staff was not just a temporary miracle but an eternal confirmation that Aaron's priestly authority was approved by God, and no one had the right to challenge it. Consequences and lessons. After the miracle occurred, God not only confirmed Aaron's authority but also established long-lasting consequences and lessons for the Israelites regarding obedience to holy authority. The supernatural intervention of the budding staff achieved its ultimate purpose, to permanently suppress doubt and grumbling. The budding staff event was the final and indisputable proof of Aaron's priestly leadership. After witnessing the dry, dead staff suddenly bloom and bear almonds, all the people's arguments and grumbling became meaningless. The people saw the evidence from heaven, and their reaction was fear. They realized that challenging Aaron was challenging God himself, and this led to death. They cried out, "We will perish. We will be ruined. We will be ruined." This shows they recognized the serious nature of their sin. This miracle served as a theological educational discipline for the doubters. It taught that God will not tolerate disrespect toward the order he has established, especially concerning matters of priesthood and worship. To ensure this lesson was not forgotten, God commanded the budding staff to be kept as a permanent sign. God instructed Moses, "Put Aaron's staff back before the Ark of the Testimony, to be kept as a sign to the rebels." The staff was not only proof of the selection but also a memorial and a warning sign. It was placed next to the Ark of the Covenant, where the tablets of the covenant and the manna pot were kept, reminding future generations of the consequences of disobedience and the holiness of God. This act emphasized the importance of absolute obedience to the authority God established. In a holy community, obedience is not an option but a prerequisite for maintaining order and harmony with Him. True leadership does not originate from human will, self-proclamation, or election, but must come from God's supernatural choice and confirmation. Obedience to the authority God establishes is the most crucial action to maintain holy order in the community. Disrespecting God's chosen representative is disrespecting God Himself. The dead staff budding may also be a distant foreshadowing, showing that the priestly office needs to be alive and fruitful. Almonds. It prefigured the eternal high priest, Jesus, who overcame death, the resurrection, to give new life.